AirPods. Well, what do I think about these clones? It's time to find out in this video. So this is basically my first encounter with clone AirPods, and they've done some pretty good things and some pretty bad things. So let's start off with the good things. So the first good thing I'd like to mention is the design. They basically went all out with this design and how they basically look. They look pretty much identical to what we were thinking that AirPods 3 would actually look like. And yeah. And also the case is actually pretty close. Pretty small too, so that's a plus. Another cool thing about these AirPods is that when you sync them up to your phone or iPad or MacBook, they basically show up as AirPod Pros, and they would tell you that you have like transparency mode and noise cancellation, which is actually really cool. But again, those things don't really work on these, as all the sound just goes right through them. So it's basically on off / transparency mode all the time. And that's it. I pretty much tried as hard as I could to find other cool and great things about these AirPod clones, but that's pretty much it. Just the design, really. I actually spent a whole day using these as my daily earbuds for Zoom meetings, class, listening to music, and taking a nap. And basically most of those things were kind of horrible, and let me explain why. So one of my first main issues with these AirPods is actually the connection issue that they have. So when I would pair them up to my phone, they would basically sync up like normal, and when I would want to listen to music, they would just stop working and they would just keep beeping for however long they want to. And then they would just pause the music, then play the music, and then pause again, play, keep beeping. And that's just really annoying. I don't know if this is just with my specific pair, or if it's affecting all of them. Another issue I have with these is actually the case and how it actually sounds. So I'm just gonna bring it up to the mic and just make you hear it. Like, that's just the case trying to open and close. Like, it's so weird sounding. It sounds like almost like something with like a mouth or something. Like, I don't even know, I'm like speechless about that. And also another thing that I don't really like about these is that if you're using an iPhone, you can't really use your Apple Watch with it, so you would have to turn it off just to use these AirPod clones, which doesn't even, like, this doesn't happen with other earbuds. Like, I have a JBL one, I have a Bose one, I have a Sony one. None of these do that, and it's pretty annoying when I have to turn off my watch or even keep it home just because these AirPod clones don't want to work with those as well. Also, another thing is that when these batteries, like when the case does die, the earbuds would actually turn on and then connect to my device and then start blasting music out of the earbuds. Which, I mean, come on, like, really? They can't really develop anything like decent. Like the JBL ones that I bought for around the same price actually have a thing where if the case dies, the earbuds still don't turn on. And for the Bose ones, if the case dies, you would have to press a button on the actual earbud to actually turn it on to make it connect to your phone. So I don't know why they didn't do anything like that. Also, the Sony ones actually have the same issue as these, so I don't even know what Sony was thinking. I mean, these cost about triple the price, or even quadruple, depending on what price you get it for. So I actually tried pairing these to my iPod Touch 5th generation, that's right here, if it wants to actually turn on. Is it off? I swear this was like pre-charged before the video started. Okay, well, that brings me to this part. I didn't try out the charger that came in the box, so we'll just try it out right now. See if it actually works. See if it can turn my iPod on. Just rip. Oh, and didn't rip right. Okay. Well, we can just. Oh, okay. We can just tear this apart. Who cares about this? And now let's get this out. Let's get all this junk out. Just move this to the side. So we're going to use something really magnificent to actually charge my iPod with, and that's going to be the power of the Pikachu. So let's plug it in. Alright. Sweet, okay. Hopefully this charger actually works. Is it talking to the iPod? I swear this was on, like, iPod. Well, I guess it's RIP iPod. Okay, so got the iPod turning on. So let's just put this aside and then keep going with what's wrong with these stupid little AirPods. So when I pair them to the iPod Touch, they basically did the same exact thing. I thought it would be different because it didn't have the same like pairing animation, because this iPod is a 5th gen, so it's on iOS 9 still. But nope, they still have the same issues of beeping every 10 seconds, pausing the music, and all that. And when I tested this when I was taking a nap, all it did was pause my music and call Siri on my phone, which wasn't very pleasant when I was trying to take a nap. Oh hey, look, the iPod actually turned on, and it's at basically full battery. Come on, turn on. It's at full battery. So yeah, let's see if the cable actually works. Or if they scammed me out of a cable too. Well, the cable works. The iPod is charging. Oh, we'll probably just turn this off. I don't want it to risk any explosions. Alright. Yeah, so another issue that I had with these AirPod clones is this left button specific. So basically, if I bring it close to the camera and try and focus, it actually has a crack in it. Although these are cheap, I mean, come on, just, I don't want a crack in my AirPods. So yeah, that's kind of crappy about these as well. Anyways, now it's time for the actual sound quality of these AirPod 3 clones. So, do they actually sound good? Well, that's actually very subjective. Sound is very different. We all hear differently. We have different ears. But they do sound pretty much like $25 earbuds. They basically sound kind of similar to these JBLs. But yeah, I mean, they sound pretty decent. I wish they didn't do the beeping and all that, and I would have actually kept them as pretty much my daily for Zoom if they didn't want to keep beeping and being annoying. To be honest, $25 is a pretty decent deal for what you get here. I mean, you do get this case, which when you get AirPods 3 from Apple, you can probably use this as a replacement case. And it does have wireless charging. I mean, it said it has wireless charging. I couldn't really test it because I don't have a wireless charging pad. They do sound decent when they work, so the beeping would normally happen for like around 5 to 10 minutes. So if you have the patience, these are actually good deal. I actually had them in my ears for around the 3 to 4 hour mark. And after that 10-minute period, they stopped beeping and being annoying, which was actually great. So then I can continue doing my Zoom calls and listening to music. Yeah, I did a test with these and I got a pretty good score on the test. So yeah, I mean, they're good at when they work, but when they don't work, they're pretty mean. So I give these like a 6 out of 10. You could buy it, it's a good value, you can fool friends. Just don't wear them as daily drivers. Get something else. You can get these JBLs. These are pretty good. You can get Bose, but those are pretty much out. These are out of the price range, so yeah, these JBLs are pretty good. You can find other ones on Amazon that'll beat these in terms of sound quality and quality itself. So yeah, I don't know about these. Do you think they're worth it, or do you think it's a waste of money? I honestly think it could be both. I mean, if you just want something to fool around with, I mean, this is actually kind of fun to mess around with, but yeah, the no Apple Watch, the beeping, the crack, the sound, what, don't connect, okay, yeah, the sound of the case, yeah, it's not worth it for that. But I mean, fooling friends, just having something to test, I mean, they're pretty decent for that, and I would recommend it for that purpose only, not for your daily drivers. Please do not use these as daily driver earbuds. They are not worth it. So yeah, tell me in the comments below what you think about these AirPod 3 clones. Are they worth it or not? Would you get them or not? I mean, if I had the choice beforehand and I've actually seen this video, I would probably pass on them, just because I do have these JBLs that can do the same thing but better. But yeah, so again, let me know in the comments below. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. And right when I started filming this section, when the AirPods turn off, the iPod Touch actually starts blasting music, so I'm going to talk over it so I don't get content match, because content match sucks, and I don't want to get copyrighted over this stupid AirPods. And I believe also that's why my iPad started blasting music after I closed the AirPods in the video. So yeah.